The Battle of Gaugamela, fought on October 1st, 331 BCE, stands as one of the most significant military engagements in history, marking a decisive victory for Alexander the Great against the Persian king Darius III. This battle demonstrated not only Alexander's military genius but also his innovative tactics that would influence warfare for centuries to come. This exploration of the tactics employed by Alexander at Gaugamela delves into the strategic decisions made before and during the battle, the composition of his forces, and the impact of his leadership on the outcome. Context of the battle. The prelude to Gaugamela. After a series of victories over Persian forces at Granicus and Issus, Alexander pursued Darius III into the heart of the Persian Empire. Darius assembled a massive army estimated to be significantly larger than Alexander's forces, hoping to crush the Macedonian invaders and regain control of his territory. The stakes were high for both commanders, as the outcome would determine the fate of the Persian Empire. The battlefield. Gaugamela was chosen by Darius for its flat, open terrain, which he believed would favor his larger forces. The battlefield's expansiveness allowed for the deployment of infantry, cavalry, and war chariots, elements that Darius hoped would overwhelm Alexander. However, Alexander's ability to adapt to the terrain and employ superior tactics would ultimately turn the tide in his favor. Composition of forces. Macedonian army. Alexander's forces consisted of approximately 47,000 soldiers, including the elite Macedonian phalanx, cavalry units, and light infantry. The phalanx, armed with long spears, sarissas, formed the backbone of his infantry. The companion cavalry, his elite cavalry unit, played a critical role in executing his tactical maneuvers. Persian army. Darius's army is estimated to have numbered between 100,000 to 250,000 soldiers, including a diverse mix of Persian infantry, cavalry, and war chariots. Darius relied on the numerical superiority of his forces to overwhelm Alexander's smaller army. However, the diversity of troops also posed challenges in coordination and unity. Tactical innovations at Gaugamela. Strategic positioning. Before the battle began, Alexander carefully assessed the terrain and positioned his forces to exploit the battlefield's features. He placed his phalanx in the center, flanked by cavalry on both sides, creating a strong and flexible formation that could respond to Darius's maneuvers. Use of the terrain. Alexander employed the natural features of the battlefield to his advantage. The open ground allowed for mobility, and he utilized the space effectively to outmaneuver Darius's larger forces. His troops were positioned in a way that minimized the impact of the Persian chariots, which had the potential to cause significant disruption. Feigned retreat. One of Alexander's most effective tactics during the battle was the feigned retreat. As the battle commenced, he ordered a controlled withdrawal of a portion of his forces, creating the illusion of disorder. This maneuver lured Darius's cavalry and infantry into pursuing them, thereby breaking their formation and creating openings for counterattacks. Cavalry flanking maneuvers. Once Darius's forces were drawn out of position, Alexander executed a series of coordinated flanking maneuvers with his companion cavalry. By attacking the Persian flanks and rear, he disrupted their formations and caused chaos among the Persian troops. The agility and speed of his cavalry proved crucial in this aspect of the battle. Direct assault on Darius. Recognizing the psychological impact of defeating the Persian king directly, Alexander targeted Darius himself during the battle. He led a bold charge toward Darius's position, creating a moment of panic among the Persian ranks. The sight of their king being directly threatened caused confusion and fear, further destabilizing the Persian army. The outcome of the battle. Decisive victory. The tactics employed by Alexander at Gaugamela culminated in a decisive victory for the Macedonian forces. Darius's army was thrown into disarray, with many troops fleeing the battlefield in panic. The defeat marked a turning point in Alexander's campaign, effectively dismantling the Achaemenid Empire's military power. Psychological impact. The victory at Gaugamela not only secured Alexander's control over Persia but also enhanced his reputation as a military genius. The battle became a symbol of his strategic brilliance and solidified his position as a formidable leader in the ancient world. Political ramifications. Following the battle, Alexander captured key cities such as Babylon and Susa, further consolidating his power in the Persian Empire. The defeat of Darius III marked the end of organized Persian resistance and paved the way for the establishment of Hellenistic culture across the conquered territories. Conclusion: a testament to military ingenuity. The Battle of Gaugamela stands as a testament to Alexander the Great's military ingenuity and leadership. His ability to assess the battlefield, employ innovative tactics, and adapt to the challenges posed by a numerically superior enemy showcased his prowess as a commander. The strategies he implemented during the battle not only led to a decisive victory over the Persian Empire, but also set new standards for military tactics that would influence future generations of leaders. As we reflect on Alexander's tactics at Gaugamela, we recognize the importance of strategic thinking, adaptability, and psychological warfare in achieving success on the battlefield. The lessons learned from this battle continue to resonate in military studies and leadership discussions, underscoring the enduring legacy of Alexander the Great as one of history's most accomplished military leaders. His campaign against Persia was not just a conquest. It was a masterclass in strategy, innovation, cultural shift. The victory at Gaugamela facilitated the spread of Hellenistic culture across the vast territories of the former Persian Empire. Alexander's conquests led to the establishment of Greek as the lingua franca of the region, influencing local cultures and facilitating trade, governance, and cultural exchanges. The blending of Greek and Persian cultures resulted in a rich tapestry of artistic, scientific, and philosophical advancements that characterized the Hellenistic age. Founding of new cities. Following Gaugamela, Alexander founded several cities that would become centers of Hellenistic culture. Cities such as Alexandria in Egypt became hubs of learning, trade, and cultural exchange, attracting scholars, artists, and merchants from across the known world. These cities played a crucial role in disseminating Greek culture and ideas, further solidifying Alexander's legacy. Establishment of a new political order. The defeat of Darius III at Gaugamela marked the end of the Achaemenid dynasty and the establishment of a new political order in the region. Alexander's administration incorporated both Macedonian and local elements, allowing him to maintain stability and control over the diverse populations within his empire. His model of governance, which emphasized respect for local customs while promoting Greek ideals, would influence future rulers and empires. Alexander's military legacy. Innovations in warfare. The tactics employed at Gaugamela became foundational elements in military doctrine for centuries to come. The effective use of combined arms, including the coordination of infantry and cavalry, demonstrated the importance of flexibility and adaptability in combat. Alexander's strategies would be studied and emulated by military leaders throughout history, including the Romans, who admired his approach to warfare. Psychological warfare. The use of psychological tactics, such as the feigned retreat and targeting the enemy's leader, set a precedent for future military engagements. Understanding the psychological impact of fear and chaos on the battlefield would become a critical component of military strategy in subsequent centuries. Leaders like Hannibal and later Napoleon would draw upon Alexander's example to inspire their own strategies. Influence on leadership styles. Alexander's approach to leadership, his ability to inspire loyalty, his hands-on involvement in campaigns, and his strategic foresight, has been a model for leaders in various fields. His ability to forge strong bonds with his companions and soldiers fostered a culture of dedication and commitment that remains relevant in contemporary discussions on leadership. Reflection on Alexander's tactics. Preparation and planning. One of the key takeaways from Alexander's tactics at Gaugamela is the importance of preparation and planning. His ability to meticulously assess the battlefield and understand the strengths and weaknesses of his enemy allowed him to develop a comprehensive strategy that maximized his advantages. This aspect of military strategy is applicable in various fields today, emphasizing the necessity of thorough planning before executing any significant action. Adaptability in combat. Alexander's willingness to adapt his tactics in response to changing circumstances is a crucial lesson for leaders and strategists. His ability to pivot during the battle, employing innovative maneuvers such as the feigned retreat, demonstrates the importance of flexibility in achieving success. In a rapidly changing world, The capacity to adjust strategies in real time is vital for effective leadership. The role of morale. The battle underscored the significance of morale in military engagements. Alexander's leadership style, which fostered loyalty and camaraderie among his troops, was instrumental in maintaining high spirits even in the face of adversity. This principle applies broadly, highlighting that morale and unity can significantly impact the outcome of any endeavor, be it in military contexts or organizational settings. Conclusion: the enduring legacy of Gaugamela. The Battle of Gaugamela was not merely a military engagement. It was a pivotal moment in the history of warfare that transformed the ancient world. Alexander the Great's tactical brilliance, strategic foresight, and ability to inspire loyalty among his troops culminated in a decisive victory that altered the course of history. The aftermath of Gaugamela saw the rise of a new cultural and political order, as Hellenistic culture spread throughout the former Persian Empire. Alexander's conquests laid the groundwork for a rich exchange of ideas, art, and philosophy.